Hi. Happy Saturday. Oh god. Apologies for sitting on starting soon a bit long. I realised I forgot to bring a drink inside with me, so rather than toughing it out without a drink like I normally would, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back inside and actually grab a drink. So here we are. I have a drink. Like a sensible person. Right. I am going to... Does this go any farther to the left, or am I... Oh, thank you for the resub, Ben. That's very kind of you. Why is this not moving? It's almost as if it's stuck on something. Oh well. I was hoping to be able to move everything over slightly because I can't really position my lights in the way I want to, but I'm sure you guys are fine. How are you doing today, Ben? You alright? Thank you for the resub, it's really kind. Ed, how's it going? Good afternoon. That's not gonna work. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Doing Mythic Plus on your rogue. Awesome. Are you enjoying it? Can't remember the last time I played my rogue. Lack of motivation, you got 4 Sylvaneth Prime, but meh. But Sylvaneth, which ones? But internet, no worries, of course. Which Sylvaneth have you got? I love Sylvaneth. Yeah, I know, but like, I know Age of Sigmar, but which models? Not enjoying the other players much? Oh. I've got... I think I've painted almost every Sylvaneth model there is. I want to say. I love Sylvaneth, they're so good. Colonel Hunters, ooh, nice. I like those. I mean, I say I like those. I like basically every Sylvaneth model out there, so hard to get me to go. Play a rogue, so you want to be in stealth. At least give me. Oh yeah, that's the problem with Rogue and Mythic Plus. I think at the moment, everything is so rush that you're, yeah. Jack said he was having the same problem. You need to be able to re-stealth between packs, and it's just if it's one like continuous pull, it's really annoying to Rogue. And 2 fully with great swords, nice. Yeah, exactly. So look, if you want me to do damage, give me a second to prep for damage. But, hey-ho. One of 3 with your 2 set. One of your 3 with 2 set. Wow. I mean, I can get 2 set now. I have a piece, like I have pieces to convert, but I kind of want to wait until after the raid, because I'm going to be really annoyed if a tier piece drops and I win it, and I've just converted, like, or if a tier piece drops and I've just converted that piece, it's going to be really upsetting. And considering it's only week 2, I figured I can get away with not doing that. Or at least wait until after the vault. Not necessarily the raid, the vault. Should I have done the black before the green? Absolutely. Did I think that far ahead? Nah, mate. Bonk. Let's see if the posture check.
I'm not a shrink!
It works! It works! Thank you, Darth. I love that Bridget Jones clip. Oh. Hi, Paint, you right? How is it going? Ed, are you going to be... you said you built them all with greatsword, or were they or were they previous ones that you built with greatsword? You're okay touching up the colours in the orcs? Nice. Hello, Gone Beyond One. How are you doing? Okay, I can see that, but no one else is going to be able to. So we've got Paint working on orcs. We've got Ed working on Sylvaneth. Are you working on anything? Gone Beyond? Oh, itchy face. Still itchy. Working on 75 mil from Axis Mundi. Oh, cool. It's really fun to do larger scale stuff, isn't it? I've done a few things that are slightly bigger now, and it's been very enjoyable. Camera. Should not put these things there, obviously, because the moment I move my hand, the camera's like, let's go focus on that thing on the desk instead of what's in your hand. I have a day full of hobby today. Obviously doing my stream right now, and then this evening going to an in-store hobby hangout at my local, which should be really, really fun. Online contest on Tuesday. It started about 2 weeks ago. Ooh. You reckon you'll finish in time? I don't know how much time you've been able to put into it so far. So I'm a little bit annoyed with myself because I spent some time painting yesterday and was quite happy with the progress, and then I realised after I'd finished with what I was doing that I painted something the wrong colour, and I'm not sure if I need to change it or if it's going to be okay. You'll finish? Nice. Ooh, a stretch. Give me 2 seconds to try and fix this before the paint dries. Sad times. Hydrate.
I'm not a shrink!
Ooh, stretch first, wait. And a posture check. Someone some nice ergonomic chair brand needs to sponsor me. Oh, that's annoying. They're all stuck underneath things. I'm making a mess. Or nearly. Texas Warsmith, hello, welcome in. Catching me just as I'm dropping things left, right, and centre. I thought, oh, I just grabbed these cotton buds off my shelf without breaking. You'll be looking for a bit, trying to edit a video for Instagram. No worries. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. And I hope it's a nice video. Right, let's try this again. Even better. You've been eating better and working better. Working out in the mornings. Nice. Right, let's see if I can fix this or if I need to repaint this corner. I think I might be able to. Salvage. Not that bit though. Clearly. Texas Warsmith, I should be able to pronounce this. This is not a difficult thing to say. How are you doing? Welcome in. Are you working on anything at the moment or clicking around for inspiration? Or neither, maybe you just like to have silly ladies on the background who make a mess of their desk and their models. All valid things for a Saturday. Crunchy! Thank you for the sub, I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Am I a messy painter? Maybe? Maybe? No problem. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Genuinely, yeah, that is exactly the goal, so I'm very glad that I'm able to deliver that for you. Are you working on anything at the moment? You're well? Been working on some display pieces for an upcoming con. Ooh, nice. Which convention is that? I'm going to assume it's something in Texas, but I'm not bad. I'm working on these subjugators for it's a training project that I'm doing. And they need to be finished by the 31st, which sounds like a really long time. But I paint really slow. So I'm definitely up against it. ReaperCon, I have heard of that, actually. What are you painting? If you don't mind me asking. Don't know if it's a surprise for ReaperCon, which would be entirely valid. Blinky, how's it going? Hello, hello. Coffee ready, so off to do estate sales. You figure you should pop in while you wait. Nice, thank you very much, and really appreciate the resub. Thank you very much. And have fun with the estate sales. I hope you find something fun. Series of Wild West anthropomorphic animals. They're part of a skirmish game that goes along with them. Oh, awesome! Are they your own game system? Because that'd be really cool. Didn't realize if that's the case. I didn't realize you were going to the con as like a vendor rather than an attendee. That makes it even cooler. Wild West anthropomorphic animals. That sounds fantastic. Playtesting since March, debuted. Ah, awesome! If you want, my stream is link friendly, so if you have a link to where people can buy it, feel free to post it. I want everyone to be able to be successful in their lives, so if there's anything that you can share or want to share, that'd be... yeah. Been going as vendor for 6 years before that you went as fans for years. Ah, nice. Yeah, of course. No, it's important to, in my opinion, for everyone to support. Oh, that looks awesome. Let's have a little look at the shop. I am very curious now. Oh, look at them! The rattlesnake is really cool. Badger. I'm gonna have to look at that at some point later on. That looks really cool. Yep, I've bookmarked the page, so I'll come back to that at some point. That looks awesome. Very cool. Anything with anthropomorphized animals always appeals to me. I saw a game when I went to Salute this year. I'm still annoyed with myself for not buying it, but their starter set cost like 60 quid, I want to say, and I'd already spent so much money that month. I was like, oh, I can't really justify buying these just for the models because I know I wouldn't be playing it. But the models were so fun and I wish I'd bought them. You're painting the badger? Oh, awesome. Yeah, I remember I brought back their like their flyer, so maybe I should just order them at some point. But I have so many things to paint still, and like so many commission projects that I still need to work on. That I feel like I can't really justify spending a lot of money on models at the moment, even if I would love to. Would love to paint them. But mostly because I can't predict when I'll be able to actually be able to paint them. You've been painting for Texas Wargaming most of the year. You've put some personal projects that have been on the back burner. Yeah, exactly. And while I have no issue with that, like I love my commissions. They are, at the end of the day, what I want to be doing full time if I ever get a chance. Like people are not wrong when they say that you lose your own hobby time when you start commission painting. Yeah, I know, right? Hey Bill, how you doing? Look what I'm wearing. What I need to do is I need to find... Right, so this is my dilemma, right? So I painted these yesterday, all 5 of them. All the green on them. 2-stage highlights. And I think they look really nice. But... should have been black. And I know they're for me. They're not for a commission, and they're not for anything like that. So I don't know if it will matter. Hi Grey Wolf, how's it going? I know, right, Bill? It is an awesome shirt. For those who are wondering, well, the problem is, you just woke up. What time is it where you are? I've not been up for very long either, and I'm in the UK. I've been very lazy. I had a lazy morning. Then I went for a lazy shower. And then I made steak sandwiches for Nivian and myself. And 4:80 a.m. That's early. I'm gonna go Corvus Black because I prefer Corvus Black. I don't think black looks very nice as a main color. It's too stark. Did a double yesterday at work. Ooh. Okay, black on the 5th and the earth. Yeah, it might be a squad ID thing. Yeah, maybe I need to go with that. At the end of the day, it's a training project. It's not something that I'll be like. It's not for anyone else. It's for me. I will just mention it in the submission and say, look, I made the decision to make the backpacks green. And I can use Corvus Black as a base for your Heresy Dark Angels. Yeah, exactly. I know it's technically a dark grey, but I prefer it. I think Corvus Black is a better... not better. I prefer the look of... Ooh, fiddlesticks. I've just noticed I missed a barrel on that one. That would be bad. Because that is something that would be a problem. Yeah, yesterday was a pain. Too many people calling with last minute junk way after hours. Oh, annoying. You need a vacation. Yeah, I know the feeling. I've just had a week off and I still feel like I need a vacation. Like... Work has been really getting on my tits the last few months, and it's I feel like the more I start fantasizing about being a commission painter full-time, like I say full-time, it would have to be part-time because I can't mentally... Well, I might actually be fine if it's commission painting rather than my normal work. I don't know. Anyway, the more I start fantasizing about doing that, the less I want to do my normal job. That's a term you haven't heard in a hot minute. What's that? Which term? What, vacation or a week off? Getting on my tits. Oh. Yeah. It's just been quite difficult for me because obviously I'm operations manager for a company, and I was hired as like a glorified office manager, promoted to be operations manager fairly early on, like after a few months. But my boss is absolutely not interested in operations side of things. My boss is the director of the company. Well, not really. You can use them proverbial man boobs for them, or just... I don't think there's a legal requirement to have boobs to be able to use the phrase. But yeah, my boss is in no way interested in any kind of admin or operational side of things. He's only interested in the project side of things and where the money comes from, and not interested in compliance or anything like that. And me with my autism, I really struggle with that, because that's the main thing in my mind. Like, being organized and stuff is very important to me. So not having that, and not being able to push through things that I feel like are really important has just been really grating. Yeah, I think you're allowed to have to not have tits to be able to say things get on your tits though. I give you leave to borrow my tits for the phrase if you need to. Would the company fail the compliance checks? No, it wouldn't. Because it's very good at sticking to rules without having those organised. But things like, say for example, my boyfriend would be upset. No, not if you use them proverbially. For example, say one of the employees crosses a line and should be called into the office for a disciplinary meeting. Instead, what he'll do is he will call them, have a bit of a rant, tell them that they're not allowed to do that, and then leave it at that. But there's no records of any of these chats. The employees have never signed anything to say that this chat had taken place. And like, it just means that if we ever do need to get rid of someone, for example, we don't have any grounds to, because there's not been any record of them misbehaving. Titania, how's it going? But it's that kind of, like, relatively small things. Like, why would you be annoyed about that? That just over the years have just stacked up to become this almost insurmountable pile of things that my autistic brain can't let go of. So whenever something new small happens that I feel falls into that category, I want to explode, because it's like, again, kind of situation. If that makes sense. I did see it. You were in the sauna? Nice. I've been painting and taking pictures. It was a very, very, very fun Tyrannofax. I had yeah, that looked really fun. I need more Corvus Black. You did what I did with you, Fear. Champion gloves drops from life pools. Exactly. Oh, they're not last season set. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I was just... But yeah, it's like... A drop is fine, right, Ben? That's not the problem. It's the... the conversion of a... of a piece. 2-tier. Because you're not converting adventurer gear, I hope. That'd be a waste. It is huge, yeah. They're massive, aren't they? Really fun. I'm gonna make those patches brown. I've got like. Bear with. Okay, I think it's gone. Oh my god, why are everything so itchy? I asked that full well knowing that I had my dog all up in my face half an hour ago for snuggles. Why is everything so itchy? She said, rubbing loose hairs all over her face. Really glad I noticed the gun barrel. Wish I'd noticed it sooner. But and Tanya, now I want a sauna. I haven't been in the sauna in like 10 years. I love saunas. So nice. Who doesn't want to go on? A lot of people. Like, I think Nick would actively hate it. Oh, just he doesn't like to overheat. He very much does not like the heat, so going to sit in something that will deliberately make it very hot. Oh, thank you. But maybe I'm projecting. Maybe he would like it, but he doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would. Back when I was growing up, or I say growing up, when I was younger, well, how old was I? 16? Something like that? 17? I used to go to a sauna with a friend of mine. And we would go like every other month or something like that, because we were obviously poor, broke teenagers. But it's so nice. Burnt your potatoes? Oh no. Badly or salvageable? I hope it's not my fault. I hope I didn't distract you too much or something. If I did, I apologize. And I will pray to the potato gods for amazing potatoes next time. How's that sound? Salvageable. Make yourself a nice breakfast. You decide how you want to deal with stuff today. Nice. Good shout. What kind of things do you have to deal with today? Seems to have soaked your counter after leaving a humidifier on full blast. Oops. Last week you ran out of fuel in the boiler and now it won't start. Oh, ugh. So you haven't had heat or hot water in a week? I mean, heater is not really an issue in it. Oh, but it's America. I don't know if you guys are actually winter or not at the moment. Let the fuel line, but it's not the issue. I might need to clean the chimney. Ugh. That's a hell of a job for a Saturday. You're thrilled, yeah, I can imagine. Ecstatic, as Jafar would say. That has to be one of my favourite phrases in any Disney movie. It's the one where it's especially fun in the Dutch version. When I watched that as a kid. It's in the first Aladdin movie where the Sultan goes over to Jafar and just gets gets slapped behind, like he gets stuck behind a door, and the Sultan goes really excitedly, "Oh, may have found a new prince for Jasmine to marry." Exactly, the only Aladdin movie. Yeah, I may have found a prince for Jasmine to marry, so you won't have to marry her. He really excited, and Jafar just goes in Dutch, "Ik jubel," which basically means something like "I rejoice," and it just, yeah, I found it really, really funny when I used to watch that. Ik jubel. Where drew an awesome Robin Williams performance while watching it in CD language. Well, in my defense, I was a kid. And every time after, or when I got to the point of being able to pick my own movies, I would watch it in English. But I also didn't know who Robin Williams was at that point, so... It's just that one phrase that cracks me up. The rest of it, like, I wouldn't be able to sing any of the songs in Dutch now. Only ever in English. Half the joke in Disney movies don't really land. No, exactly, but it's always like that, though. There's a lot of jokes that are in there for like the parents who are also watching, and they don't translate. Hi, White Wolf, how you doing? Those wings, man, that you're painting, they are ridiculous. The delivery of basing stuff is going to start the base today. Ooh. This hole wasn't perfectly central, so I'm going to just scrape it out a tiny bit on the other direction so it's not super obvious. Lovely. What kind of base are you doing? There. No one will ever know. Icy snowy. Ooh, cool. Also probably just paint this knife while I've got black on my palette. One-year mod? Ooh. Time flies. Hi Kat, how you doing? You're okay? Yeah, same. This has an eagle head on it. Don't know if I probably will. Always makes me chuckle when you refer to him as W Wolf, like Wolf. Because in my brain it goes wolf, which is hilarious to my brain for some reason. Hi Jet, how's it going? How are you doing today? Be Olox. Thank you for all the shout outs, Kat. Oh, thank you for the follow. That's very nice. Thank you very much. For some reason, I think my... Oh, I was going to say, my latest follower wasn't updating. Off to the pub shortly. Nice. Oh, thank you, Texas. I appreciate that. Yeah, of course. You can share it again if you like. We may have some new people in here who haven't looked yet. Feel free to drop it again. And then I'll pin it, actually. Just pin it to my to the chat. There it is. Pin. Really, really awesome war games with anthropomorphized Wild West animals. It looks awesome. And for those of you who are in America, they'll be at ReaperCon. You can go say hi. We're not on my Discord yet. How dare. That sounded wrong. I didn't mean that. Not in that way anyway. Oh, God. Right, I should find a little picture of... There we go. Metal. That's like a copper. Cool. I'll stick that here for the time being. Ooh, we have a Nivian. A Nivian bringing the little black dog. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Nice. 7,500 steps and a walk. Very nice. Ooh.
That's going to go and get a drink with.
Okay. See you in a bit. Nivian is, you burned your brain out last night helping out a streamer sort out tech issues for 2 hours. Ooh. Nivian wants to do some hobby today, so he's going to join us. And I'm very excited because he never does get in here. Have fun at the pub, Jet. Enjoy. I hope you have a good time. And thank you for the lurk. So yeah, it's very exciting. Very nice. 5 streams. Right, here we go. I never like to use my nice brushes for metallics. I know it's a bit of a myth that you can't clean them properly, but I just don't like the idea of using my nice brushes for metallics. Found out by accident she works for the same company as you. Really? What, in-house or remote? I imagine remote, otherwise you would have probably bumped into her at some point. Or maybe not, if it's a completely different department, then probably not. Oh, she's at the head office, I see. I see, I see. Ook. Yeah. I didn't realize there was multiple offices, but I should have known, really. With the type of company it is that you work for, like very large. Hi, Gary. BDP. How is it going? Made me laugh. BDP. I feel like this is metal as well. Oh, I need to blink more. I need to give my eyes more breaks. I just find myself squinting a lot and like get like twitchy eyelids and stuff. Getting as much sleep as the body will allow. Excellent. I mean, my body would never let me wake up, I feel, if I allowed it that, but... yes. I have considered it. I'm worried that if I start using one of those, that I will, end up relying on it too much. Because it's not like I can't see, like I've got... I know I'm wearing glasses, but I don't need glasses, if that makes sense. They're for eye strain and, for PC use and... well, for hobbying, I guess. But I can see perfectly fine without them, it's just that my eyes just get tired. I think that's more from work with not great monitors than from painting, to be honest. In your experience is not the case, you have to reduce the strain on lower... Oh, okay. Can you recommend any? You need glasses and magnifiers if you're long-sighted. Oof. Try if you're having open commentary or not. Yeah, yeah. I should. probably, I should probably just try it out at some point. Just so like anything else, having just got a really good light, you don't need a magnifier at the moment. You can be a game changer for details. Having good light makes such a big difference. Yeah, my light is really good. It's not at full strength at the moment, because if I go put it at full strength, this is it off. This is at full strength, and I feel like I'm like blasting my mini, so it's like usually 1 or 2 down. See, this is still too bright for me because I can't really like where I need it is here and facing away from my face, but at that point you guys get the light blast. So what I really need is my face camera off to the side slightly, but the cable isn't long enough, so I need to come up with a way to do that, because my PC is on that side. It doesn't fit under the desk. Not with the dog bed there and my legs there. Messy. We'll go over that with a bit of black later. Just heard the deepest sigh behind me from the dog, who doesn't have a mortgage to pay, doesn't have to worry about anything except being happy and healthy, and somehow those sighs are the biggest sighs in the world. The sighs of dogs with not a care in the world. Very cute. So what's everyone up to this weekend? Anyone doing anything fun or not fun, as it might be? Also want to hear about those things. I had to pick up a car that was way too big for your Fiat. Don't want to spend money on renting a truck, so you picked up a trailer. First time you tied it, tries to tie it to the car, hook it up. The whole thing went off without a hitch. Oh my god. You're cursing over your editing software crashing. Oh god. Did it save what you'd done, or do you have to start over? That is a terrible, terrible joke, Dagamad. I love it and I hate it. Nope. Afraid not. We need some side images of intercessors, not just front. I am going to assume that this is metal. The first go, whenever you add in B-roll to overlap with your token, it freezes the playback, so you can't do anything. You can save things on such a play. Oh, annoying. Is that on edits, or is it your own software? No, I mean like the Instagram edits, or is it your own editing software? I'm pretty sure you can edit things inside Instagram. Shows you how much I know, really. Oh, okay. Weird. What did you bring? Oh. Thank you. That's amazing. Tea for me. 99% sure it has to do with the graphics card. Oh. Oh. And I'm assuming you're not particularly keen on testing out a different editing software. Normally don't like any Mortarian paint I see, and I'm a Death Guard fan, but yours is really nice. His is ridiculously nice. Sort of okay. Had a bit of a talk with a physio about mental stuff. Gaming wise, you have no clue what to play for YouTube next. You're working on High on Life 2, Iron Nest as well as WoW. Should probably do Space Marine 2 at some point. What is Nick working on? Nick is working on... I will have a little look. I think it's probably going to be Seraphon. There's dinos on his desk. I know, dinos. Big fan of dinos, me. Seraphon dinos. He picked up the spearhead, the old spearhead, the weekend before last, I want to say. And he found a really cool scheme that he wants to try, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out as. They're going to be, rather than the standard like teal and stuff, they're going to be a combination of yellow and red and oranges and stuff. It'll be really cool. I'm going to watch South Africa versus New Zealand rugby later on. Kick off at 4:10. Nice. Some days I wish that I really enjoyed watching sports, because it does sound like something that could be really fun, like something fun to do with friends and or to just to get excited about. But the only sport I ever really enjoyed watching is volleyball, and they don't really show very much of that, and in no way am I going to be paying for a sports channel just to watch volleyball. That seems... Alrighty. Back to my Iron Warriors metallics. Do I like that? Let's see if I got any pictures of side view. There we go. Yeah, it is actually. Zimmer, how are you doing? Welcome in. By the will of the War Master, indeed. How's your day going? Sport is one of those things where if you started with when you're hooked for life, you went through the trouble of learning most of the rules just so you didn't have to ask what was going on. Yeah, so I used to watch football with like my family, with my mum and my brother growing up. My brother is super into football. But it just never really stuck with me. This might be one of those autism things where I don't like social hypes and stuff like that don't really impact me, or don't really affect me in the same way they do other people. So I don't know. It's
If I turn that AC down just a little bit, so I'm a bit warm.
yeah, of course. I thought it was already.
That's fine. Just because I'm warm from walking.
Group sports ultimately ended up falling short of me because the roster constantly changed and you can't be asked if you're playing or pleasure on a millionaire's leg cramp. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Maybe that's why volleyball isn't as problematic for me. I mean, even if I don't know the players, there's only ever 6 people on the field, so you like World Series, World Cup playoffs well enough. Yeah, so I don't mind watching it. Never have minded. It just doesn't. It's just not at all important to me. Like I'll never stay home for a football match or anything like that. Like some people get really into it or really excited. It's just never really done that for me. Not even if it's like the Netherlands in a World Championship. Maybe if it was the final, I might do. Like beach volleyball because you were good at it. Always liked martial arts, so you like to watch MMA. Got into climbing. Just like golf, it's like golf, just vertical. It's just without the ball though. Still about reading the course. Well, yeah. It's just the one is really physically demanding and the other is not as much. I've never understood the appeal of rock climbing. I find it terrifying. You frickin' solved it! Hell yeah! What did you do? I sounded like Uncle Roger there for a moment. It's Eft again. Oh, spoke too soon. The only thing you like to play anywhere is Frisbee, is ending up like once a year on average. That is such a weird and cool sport at the same time. I do not understand how people are able to get these tiny little discs into these goals. Especially with wind and stuff, and really impressive. Friends getting old, yeah. Everyone has their own lives, right? It's difficult to make time for group activities like that. So even if you have like 2 or 3 people together, sometimes it still means that that's half the group missing. Which is always a bit disappointing if you're planning something. Trying to plan anything as you're getting older is a thing. Like, the older we all get, the more, the longer in advance we need to plan things. Trying a restart? No worries. If it doesn't work, then you won't do the video. Oof, that bad. Your friend was a track star when his hip started hurting and the weight came on. It was like the end of an era. Oh. There's something really depressing about watching your friends get old. Maybe more so than yourself. Because it's more obvious on your friends, somehow. Like, you won't see each other for a month or two and all of a sudden they have back problems. You're not painting 20 models at once ever again. Yeah, no, that is a struggle. You find batches of 3 is the is the most you'll do. Enough time for paint to dry and get the next one. Yeah, something like that. I'm on 5 at the moment, which seems to work alright. We tend to orientate ourselves against our friends. Yeah, you did 20 ones, don't even think about it. Yeah, no, that sounds horrendous. You have to line them up and just try and get through them that way. But I agree, it's you watch your friends and you start noticing things on your friends before you notice them on yourself, usually. Morn. Morn Angle. How you doing, Zach? You alright? This video can get in the bin. Oh man. That's depressing. Especially after spending so much time on it. Could you record like a voiceover in Instagram instead of in your editing software? Like, might be slightly less polished, but not too bad. Good. How am I? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. I'm alright. Painting some marines and trying to do it quickly while still being tidy. And I'm looking forward to this evening. So we have a hobby hangout in store. So I've got a lot of painting today. I'm tempted to bring some models to build tonight. That's not the problem, it's the going between clips whilst retaining the audio of your original clip overlap. Oh, okay. Yeah. I say okay, yeah, like I have any idea how that would work, but I know what you're saying. You're working on your Alpha Legion recipe. Ooh, very exciting. Is that your end of year challenge? It is indeed. Ooh, exciting. Where does this come from? Oh, it might be plastic. Got your earmuffs, mate? If you get it done, you have things to do it. Maybe go on. Nice. Sitting and talking reel, you've got some example clips on top of your speaking to do camera. Ah, okay, yeah. Something for a future video then, or is it like will you try again with a different software, or are you going to have to like completely rethink the thing? And I saw you just sent me something, but oh god, a woo. Bear with. Woo. Otherwise, you just have to be working on the base. You could do. You could work on the recipe. It's not like. Bear with. I have no idea, Paint. You spend all your points on streamer support. Speaking of streamer support. You know what, if you don't do it now, you won't do it. Time to walk on the heater, followed by what you hope is a hot shower. Oh. I don't know, honestly. Made it with purpose to post it this weekend. He's going in the world at Morty right now. Ah, okay. Ooh, a stretch as well. Ambassador. Ooh. Indeed. Blessings from the Omnissiah. Alrighty then. Carry on, my wayward son. Exactly. Hopefully, anyway. No, not at all. You guys, I wish I could sing. I'm always so envious of people who can actually sing. Like... ridiculously envious. Just work on that food. I think you'd rather do it now, especially if you ordered stuff from China. Ah, okay. What have you ordered from China for the recipe? Or have you ordered stuff from China for the bases? Oh, China has the models. Fourth World East. Apart from the bee keys, which you already have, yeah. That was really funny. Yeah, Craft World China. Dum 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 dum. Apologies for the vocal stim. They're not 100% of the bee keys because you don't have their heads or shoulders. What about their knees and toes? Don't hurt me. I have the occasional weird stim, and they're a bit annoying, so that's why I apologize for them. I appreciate you telling me off for apologizing though. That's we're all weird. Yeah, we are. Thank God for that. Or the Omnissiah. You're extremely cool and well adjusted and have social skills. Of course you do. Of course you do. Nah, sometimes you just need a shout out just to get like a bit of TLC. It's important, you know. Thank you very much, Texas Warsmith. I appreciate it. Enjoy the painting. Have a nice rest of your day. And yeah, I hope that you get some support of the pin on my stream and have fun at ReaperCon. Stand around just to feel something. kind of weird, but I like it, so not complaining. Bones at home projects. I get to take you with me. Exactly. How warm is it there? What, there as in Scotland? Or here as in Suffolk? As always, the work is looking amazing. Oh, bless you. Where I am, don't actually know what the temperature is today. It felt like comfortable.
20.
It's saying my phone is saying 21 and cloudy at the moment, so comfortable temperatures. How are you doing, Death? How did the Lego go yesterday? I got distracted towards the end and didn't say goodbye. Really good, got about halfway. Wow. That's crazy progress. We have a Lego Eevee that we need to build at some point. Duth was building the Great Wave painting at a Lego on stream yesterday. It's a really cool kit by the looks of it. Was a lot of fun. Nice. Was it your first Lego stream? Or had you done something like that before? I'm trying to remember, but... First time at something you can see yourself doing more. Awesome. I saw something on Instagram the other day. It's called, I think it's Borrow a Brick. Basically it means you can, like, you pay to borrow their Lego kits. So you can build them and then you take them apart and send them back. And they send you the next one. Which is really good if you don't fancy spending an absolute fortune on Lego. And also if you don't have a lot of space. Need more art kits for it. Well. Really got rental Lego before GTA 6, I know, right? Tend to love building sex and to hate having the thing around after. Can't imagine why I'm not a dad. Yeah, exactly. That's why you like the art, Larry. We can hang it up later, yeah. They really are very cool. Are they expensive, those kits, or are they alright? Such a comfort to make an art with functionality. A bowl, a vase, a fancy case, yeah. I mean, for me, creating anything feels good for the brain. Get the good brain tingles from it. Variant price from 100 to 250 for the wall ones. It was a gift, so I'm not sure how much it was. Your American trash vase in case. Ah, vase in case. Sorry. American trash. No one's trash, except for a few people, and they're not in my stream. I like that we don't all pronounce things the same way. The only thing where it gets difficult for me as a non-native English speaker is things like if I want to be speaking British English, is it like trunk or boot? Is it like pavement or sidewalk? Stuff like that. War ball. War. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I had any kind of discernible accent. I know I don't sound English. I know I sometimes I sound Dutch, and sometimes people think I'm Scandinavian or Scottish, or I've heard Irish for some reason, and Welsh. But I've never been able to hold an accent, not even Dutch ones. Glad to know there's water bottle, yes. Mild Dutch accent, yeah. Oh, thank you. I think it depends on what I'm saying. And also on whether the person I'm talking to knows what Dutch sounds like. I did a good traitor impression. I did a good traitor impression once, and I'm pretty sure I was a little bit drunk.
Cheers.
Just maybe in the background. Cheers, love. Look. Cadence feels Dutch. Don't think you sound English. No, I don't think I sound English necessarily. The more I think about it, the worse it gets as well. No, the only thing that matters is that you just sound like you, and that's who we love. Oh. Thank you. That's nice. I try. Right, let that dry for a little bit. And resident of Philly, you pronunciate. You pronounce or enunciate? You got that jaw You don't know the technicals of it, but the way some of your sounds go down with high palette is very. Oh, okay. Oh, curious now. Yeah, I would love to be able to hold an accent of any type. Just remember something you were supposed to do months ago. You're such an idiot. Months ago? I'm very curious what that could be. Wow!
Feels weird facing with a shade paint, but
Yes, I bet it does. Nivian is currently following a paint scheme for his Seraphon, and that scheme makes you base with a shade color. I hope it doesn't involve GGS. Oh, I was gonna say eggs or a puppy. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully not. Or milk. You did it on purpose. You hear so many people getting enunciate wrong, and John is word used in Philly that essentially means whatever topic you know, everyone understands. Oh. I've never heard of that word. I will have to remember it. In case I ever hear it again, I will know what it means. Right, we'll tidy that up with Corvus Black later. Water. Yeah, no, that was... yeah. Going to John... You want some things, and then John means the corner store and everyone in the room knows it. Oh, okay. That is a very strange... local thing. That's cool. Annunciation is a Jesus. No, we don't want Jesus things. Using voice to text, yeah, that makes... Voice notes stress me out. I've been traumatized. Something that should have been something fun that you occasionally get from a friend is turned into something that I never want to hear ever again. You prefer a voice note for the simple fact that you can't convey tone with text. No, but the problem I have with voice notes, and it took me a while to work out why I don't like them. I mean, there's two reasons really. One is my phone is always on silent. I don't listen to things. If I have to take my phone off silent, I'm annoyed. That's the first thing. Like even like Instagram reels, etc. If you don't have captions, I'm not watching your reel. Secondly, and this is something that someone else explained to me, it's like where someone thinks like voice notes are easier or whatever, it just means that you're putting the effort onto the person who is receiving the note. So rather than taking the time to write out a bit of text, you're making someone else actively listen to what you have to say. And I like that. Zombie! Hello! Welcome in, Raiders! How are we doing? Man, how we going? How we doing? Are we good? Nice. What are you working on today? Or what were you working on today? Growing eyes from mayhem nap. If you paint drunk, how much paint gets on the mini? Depends on what I'm painting and how drunk I am. I have to admit I've never tried. I haven't been like drunk in a while. Years, really. Oh, mink, like the fur. I just thought it was a typo. I'm assuming. Oh, I assumed it was a typo. You finish off a Hexadome character and also started painting your Turnip 28 army. Gosh. I have to admit, I read the words. You'd think they would make me understand what you said, but neither of those words made sense to me. It's safe to assume typos from old tired eyes here. Oh, you meant this stuff? It's very fake. And I think I've managed to keep it clean so far. Goal for a drunk painting stream. Oh god. That'd be something. Turnip 28 is a root vegetable Napoleonic army game. What, as in like anthropomorphized root vegetables? Like carrots with think before you mink would be good. It would be a good tagline, yes, I agree. That sounds amazing. Was it fun? All about doing a lot of kit bashing. That's cool. I know basically no game systems that rely on people creating their own stuff. I love that. Beat your enemy to death. Nice one. And I'm sitting here edging for days. And not even the fun kind of edging. Apparently they eat each other too. Really? That sounds nuts, and I love it. What a great idea for a game. No, I don't want to rephrase that. I meant what I said, that I stand by it. Oh, it's just days per... I know, edging for days. Root-based vegetables, you say, keeping your eyes peeled for the enemy, watching for that spud cannon, digging up intelligence, rooting out evil. Oh my god. I wonder how many of those jokes they have on their like official website. Oh my god. I'm doing it again and I don't know why. Absolute dog shit edging. Lots. The rulebook is great. It's a great read. I love it when games don't take themselves too seriously. Rather than professional soldiery, armies are cults that are made of incompetent idiots. So not too far off the truth then. I love the idea of that. It sounds really fun. 228 looks really fun. Yeah. Ooh, I missed off a metallic there. Zombie being a bad influence? No, he's a great influence. Always. Another day goes by. Or he's not. How dare you suggest such a thing? Well, I haven't played yet, but there's a really fun battle report by the guys behind if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. Ooh. Do, 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 do. Shall lurks beat people in the game? No worries, have fun. Thank you for the lurk, man. I really appreciate it. As always. It's not the chimney. Oh. I mean, that's both great and awful. That was a big sign, Ev.
Yeah. The annoying thing is that the shade takes ages to dry.
Hairdryer.
No, it's okay because I can also do the basis while I'm doing it.
Do you need cocktail sticks?
Yes. See?
Do you need more?
I have some.
Oh wow. Awesome. Remember to run your finger around the edge before it dries, so you don't get wobbly edges. Means you get to disassemble the mechanical things with burny parts. Need to clear your mind, gonna go for a walk, get some food, and try to come back and maybe paint Morty some more. With this through. Oh, yeah, of course it does. Have a good rest of your afternoon, Johan. I hope you're able to reset your mind for a little bit. You almost know what you're doing. Didn't go to school for this. Is it safe to work on that kind of stuff without training? Or was it mechanically declined? It's safe as long as you put it back together correctly. I guess as long as it's not the initial install, right? My mind immediately goes to these people who go and install their own chimney for their log burners and stuff, and accidentally gas themselves and the kids in their sleep. Because how hard can it be, right? Dank, dank. Yeah, let him do it. Yeah. Darwinism. Exactly, Darwinism at work. So why would you pay a pro for something you can do yourself? True in a lot of cases. Not for stuff where it comes to gas and electricity and... many such cases. A pretty strong mindset: if you did something dumb, it means you didn't do enough research to get it done, but everybody deserves the opportunity to make a mistake. Oh, I agree, I agree. It's just that some things require a little bit more research than a lot of people put into it. It's like, oh, I watched a YouTube video. It's like, great. People go to school for years to do this kind of stuff. Obviously, like, putting a light fixture on your ceiling where there previously was one isn't exactly the same thing as installing your own chimney. Remember the first thing to do if you smell gas is turn the light on. Yes, exactly. Have to see where it's coming from. Light a match, yeah. Someone who both did not go through the traditional education and what of it you did go through was awful. You also don't really follow the I went to school for this, therefore I know what I'm doing. Well, that's fair enough. Or it's just as well. You believe in education, you believe in using this scientific method, you don't think everybody learns that in school. Oh no, 100%. Like, that's what apprenticeships are for, right? Like, I wish my school had been more inclined to push kids towards apprenticeships and jobs like that rather than to university. Because I think I'd probably be like a carpenter or something like that if that had been something that was suggested to me, or a house painter or something like that. Your son is studying carpentry? Awesome. Such a nice profession. He gets to make beautiful, functional stuff. How awesome is that? I don't know if you would trust the function Heart of Gold to take us 2 planks. Seems like that would be useful in that profession. Measure twice, NHS once. Yeah. It's funny. Oh shoot. He smashed his head at a skate park the other week and lost his memory. Next day he wanted to go to skate park again, better than bruised. God. How old is he? It sounds like something a 15-year-old would say. Oh, and a bit we clash a lot. Yeah, you would. 16, well, yeah. Close enough. Yeah. Dad, stop hovering. I'm fine. Are you though? Messy edges, but I'll tidy them up with Corvus when I go back in. His brother had PC problems and I told him what to do to test certain things and he's like, yeah, I can do that. He's pretty clever. Nice. I don't think everyone needs to have university intelligence. I think the whole street smart, book smart kind of situation is definitely a thing. But I do wonder from some people, like how do you survive day to day? Like how do you not get yourself killed? By like sticking a knife in a toaster kind of situations.
I think IG dry disclosure of the slow cooker.
Yes. Nick just reminded me of a story from work where one of our new hires was telling us how he was really annoyed that he ruined his nice new football jersey, like a new football top. And we asked him, what happened? What did you do? And he's like, well, you know how people like to, if they don't have a tumble dryer, it's like, right. How people like to dry their clothes in the oven sometimes. And I was like, no, but please do continue. He was like, yeah, well, I don't have an oven, so I thought maybe the slow cooker would work. So he put his fully synthetic football jersey with like prints and stuff on it in the slow cooker, and the thing just melted again into the sides of the slow cooker. The stories we have of that kid is absolutely nuts. Great said it all. Brandon got all academic at high level and Aiden all creative subject high levels. Yeah. Tell Aiden to be a finished carpenter, whoever they call it over here, unless he wants to be framing houses his whole life. Yeah. That's true. I'd like to build furniture. Or if I'd been a carpenter, I would have liked to build furniture instead of timber frames. Can't tell Aiden anything's too headstrong. Well, in that case, tell him to go build timber frames and he'll probably do the opposite. Don't tell me what to do, Dad. Friend with the hips you mentioned is a carpenter. Lots of good advice over the years. Huh. A carpenter and a track athlete. Wow. Oh God. Alright, so this is the last of the mechanic is grey edge highlighting that I'll do these models. Clean out the chamber and still no fire, probably the igniter. Ugh. Assuming things like... Is it gas? Gas boiler. You've got no dirt or anything like that between where it sparks. Oil heater, you were looking at moving to gas, but we're lacking talking 8 grand. Oof, yeah. It's so expensive, isn't it? Nothing wrong with oil though. this is messy, but it's on there. And these, tidy that up later on. And then get to move on to the fun stuff. All right, cool. That is this man done for now. Well, not at all done, but right. It is nearly 5 o'clock, and we have an appointment at 6. So I'm going to go raid and pack up my stuff. So let's grab a keyboard. Let's have a little look to see who is streaming at the moment. Let me do a little raid. Mute. Panic. There we go. We're going to go to Panic. Even if they're streaming in German, it'll be fine. Cool. I'm going to create a raid. We're going to go over to Panic. And yeah, thank you all very much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Thank you for the follows, for the chats. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the subs. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me as usual. It's been a pleasure. I will see you all on Wednesday. And yeah, hope you all have a lovely rest of your Saturday. And see you again soon. Bye bye.